about basic differentiation rules and rates of change. For theorem 1, constant rule, if f of x equals c for all x where c is a constant, then f of x prime equals 0. For theorem 2, the power rule, if n is a rational number and f of x equals x to the raised to the power of n, then f of x prime is nx to the raised to the power of n minus 1. For theorem 3, constant multiple rule, if f is differentiable at x and g of x equals c times f of x where c is a constant, then j is a differentiable at x and g of x prime equals c times f of x prime. For theorem 4, sum and difference rules. If f and j are differentiable at x and h of x equals f of x plus minus j of x, then h is differentiable at x and h of x prime equals f of x prime plus minus j of x prime. For theorem 5, derivatives of trigonometric functions. So A, if f of x equals sine x, then f of x prime is cosine x. B, if f of x equals cosine x, then f of x prime equals negative sine x. For C, if f of x equals tan x, then f of x prime equals sec squared x. So these are the examples of basic differentiation rules. So for theorem 1, a constant rule, and here's a given, y equals 20. For the derivative of this is equal to y prime equals, since 20 is a constant, so automatic 0. For theorem 2 is a power rule. So given is f of x equals x raised to the power of 3. So the derivative of this equals f of x prime equals, so we apply this to in n minus 1. So copy 3 in x, 3 minus 1 equals 3x squared. So here is the final. For theorem 3 is a constant multiple rule. H of x equals 4x of raised to the power of 5. So the derivative was h of x prime equals, so copy the 4, then bring down the 5 x, copy the 5 minus 1, since we use the n minus 1, then we multiply 4 times 5 equals 20, then 5 minus 1 equals 4, so 20x raised to the power of 4. For theorem 4, sum and difference rules. So here's the derivative, g of x prime equals, copy the 3 in x, in 3 minus 1 minus the derivative of 4x equals 4 plus the derivative of 5 since a constant equals 0. So here's the final, 3x, 3 minus 1 equals 2 minus 4, so 3x squared minus 4. For theorem 5, derivatives of trigonometric functions. So the derivative is f of x prime was the derivative of, I copy the 2, and the derivative of sine x equals cos x. So 2 cos x. So here is the example of use the rules of differentiation to find the derivative of the function. So the given is y equals 1 over x to the power of 6. So before we differentiating these functions, we need to transfer the denominator to numerator, so it becomes x raised to the power of 6. y prime equals, so since x has a coefficient of 1 and the exponent is negative 6, we multiply this. Negative 6 times x equals negative 6 x, then 6 minus 1, negative 6 minus 1 equals negative 7. So y prime equals, so as you can see, since the exponent is negative, so we use these properties: a raised to the power of n 1 over a to the power of n. So copy the negative 6, then x, bring down 7. So here is the final answer: negative 6 over x raised to the power of 7. So for the example 2, here's the given y equals 5 root x raised to the power of 4 plus 7 root x raised to the power of 6. So we find the derivative y prime. Since it is radicand, we use these properties: n root a raised to the power of m equals a m over n. So copy, bring down for fifth, x 4 and fifth plus, same as the first term, bring down 6, 7 over 7 x 6 over 7. So y prime, bring down 4 fifth x, we use this power rule, we use the minus 1, 4 fifth minus 1 equals negative 1 fifth plus, bring down 6 over 7 x 6 over 7 minus 1 equals negative 1 over 7. Y prime equals, since the exponent is negative, we need to bring down the denominator to make it positive. Copy 4 fifth, bring down the x raised to the power over 1 over fifth plus, bring down 6 over 7 x then 1 over 7. So here is the final answer. Example 3, here's the given y equals 6 x raised to the power of 3 minus 3x raised to the power of 5 plus 4x raised to the power of 2 minus 12. So we find the derivative. So the coefficient x is 6 multiplied to the exponent, it would be 18x. We apply the power rule, n minus 1. So 2 minus 3 times 5 equals 15 x. 5 minus 1, 4 plus 4 times 2, 8x minus 1. Then since 12 is a constant, automatic 0. So here is the final answer. Y prime equals 18x squared minus 15x raised to the power of 4 plus 8x. Here is the final answer.